Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Prescribing Lifestyle Podcast. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. This time today is a first episode of Prescribing Lifestyle Podcast for 2026. Welcome back to Prescribing Lifestyle. I've had a pause for about a month or so of podcasting, of releasing podcasts. I haven't stopped recording. I've banked up a few episodes ready to be released to you with specialists into a lot of different fields. So you can deep dive into the Prescribing Lifestyle podcast in the upcoming month and new year. So this pause is intentional. It's not giving myself pressure because I don't believe January needs reinvention. It needs to have intention. So I'm just setting a new direction, not demanding myself too much. My intention for 2026 is I have found two words. Actually, it was going to be one, but then I picked another one. Two words for me to guide my 2026 for my year. My two words of the year is growth and grounded. Growth is I'm going to keep learning, keep expanding, and keep evolving. A.V. Charlton has evolved so much over the 20 years of being a GP. And over the 3 years of Melbourne Low Carb Clinic, I have evolved so much as well. I continue to grow, and I'm hoping 2026 will be another year of growth. I will grow in many different directions in my personal life, in my physical fitness and strength training, as well as my business, Melbourne Low Carb Clinic, and also this podcast, Prescribing Lifestyle Podcast. I will continue to grow with my speaking, growing without burnout and growing without stagnation. Another word that I've picked for my 2026 is grounded. I value the nervous system very much, and I really value being calm, doing value-led decisions, and operating in a sustainable pace. Decisions will be according to my value, not just accepting all sorts of works that comes across to me. Being grounded will help me to say yes of more that is of value, and also saying no that will cause more overwhelming, more people pleasing, and more shoulds. More I should do this, more I should do that. So no, not many more of shoulds. So this is important because after years of building, creating my business, I feel like I need a brand new direction. So growth and grounded is going to be my words of 2026. The direction that I have for the Prescribing Lifestyle podcast in 2026 is more curiosity, more conversations, and more rabbit holes. I'm loving doing this podcast in Prescribing Lifestyle as a host. I connect with all sorts of different professionals and individuals who've had their own journey. Everyone's got their story, and there's still so much to learn. There's so much I can learn, so much you can learn. It's going to be continuing to be a learning space for myself and you. I'm going to invite all sorts of diverse guests in all sorts of areas, including medicine, lifestyle, nutrition, mindset, psychology, movement, and breathwork. We're going to deep dive into a whole lot more of rabbit holes. We're going to question dogma again, not just questioning people. We're going to open up to all sorts of different areas to keep learning. For example, metabolic health, we're going to continue to learn. Nutrition has all new direction this year, starting with the American Dietary Guidelines have been revamped by Robert F.K. Jr., that he's flipped the food pyramid upside down and to encourage more protein, real food, less sugar, less processed foods in the American Dietary Guidelines. Hopefully, the Australian Dietary Guidelines will follow suit. In 2025, I've learned a whole lot about menopause. My last speaking engagement to the WINE Network, Women in Northeast Network in Mansfield, was about menopause, the Menopause Project. I've learned a whole lot in 2025 about how menopause is such an amazing transition. I myself is going through menopause, and I've started menopause hormone therapy myself. And I'm really enjoying learning this brand new area that we've been taught. Actually, we haven't been taught at all for about 20 years. We've been told to ignore and not prescribe menopause hormone therapy for 20 years. So I'm going to keep learning about metabolic health, nervous system regulation, behavior change, habit formation, new science, menopause, breathwork, many, many different areas. And I will bring to you different guests in all sorts of areas to the Prescribing Lifestyle podcast. My vision for my business, Melbourne Low Carb Clinic, is a sustainable expansion. It has to be sustainable, otherwise I will burn myself out. But I will continue to build on what I've established in the last 3 years of my clinic. I now work across 5 physical locations as well as telehealth. So the 5 locations, I deeply value each of these locations. You can come and see me in any of these 5 locations and telehealth if you're in Australia. The 5 locations include, first of all, is Wantirna in Wantirna Mall Clinic. I have been a very established GP for over 20 years in Wantirna Mall Clinic. You're most welcome to come and see me in Wantirna, and I might know you. I'll know the area very, very well. My parents actually live in Wantirna. The second location that I went to is Pascoe Vale South. It opens up the whole new area of the western suburbs. It's on Bell Street, and it might be very convenient for those who live close to the city or the western suburbs. I'm there once a fortnight. I also work at Aston RX in South Yarra in Donna Aston's office. I love collaborating with Donna Aston. She's got her own program called Aston RX, which is a meal plan support holistic program that supports whole body, including movement, mindset, as well as nutrition. So I love working with Donna. She invites me into her masterclasses. She's developing an app, and she's got great support. And you can come and see me in South Yarra. The 4th location that I went to is Beaumaris, which is in the gym called Core Foundation. I myself am a member of Core Foundation, and I work training my posture and my strength at their gym, traveling 45 minutes one way, which is quite far. I also have purchased their online program, and I love collaborating with Regan and Andrew. And they have a fantastic posture training, strength training program online as well as in person. So check them out, Core Foundation PT. The 5th location that I work in is in Canterbury, working with Amelia Santos, the lymph and floor physio. She specializes in lymphedema and lipedema, as well as pelvic floor and gut health. She's been on my podcast before. I love her work. She is very thorough, very knowledgeable in this area. And she wishes every person in the lipedema and lymphedema space to be going low carb keto. That's why she's invited me into her clinic in Canterbury. I work there once a month, once every 4 weeks. So I continue to support people in the lifestyle medicine, and if you come and see me, you can get a personalized support, checkups, and a personalized plan so you can take charge of your health and create a different area. Maybe you know these things already, maybe you need accountability. There is also a metabolic makeover program that I work with nutritionists and psychology training, Carla Viet-Carter. Her business is Keto by Design. We've invited about 19 people in 2025, and they have been participating in the metabolic makeover program for the last year. You can take it at your own time. The metabolic makeover program consists of 2 sessions with me, one 45 minutes, one 30 minutes, and 4 sessions with Carla, as well as the Low Carb Pro program, fortnightly Zoom, as well as my online course called Complete Guide to Low Carb Course. So you will have lots of support participating in the metabolic makeover program. The online support membership is Low Carb Pro, and I've revamped it and call it Low Carb Pro 2.0. For $49, you can have monthly subscription, fortnightly Zoom, and I revamped it to be educating you following my book with monthly topic. Each month we will have a new topic over 2 Zoom sessions each fortnight. So we'll follow my book, each pillar. Nutrition is the first one. The second one is movement. The third one is sleep. And then the fourth one is stress management. And then we have community support and understanding addictions. That is my 6th pillar of lifestyle medicine, which is also how I lay it out in my Prescribing Lifestyle book. Another direction that I want to work on is having more speaking engagements, because I am a speaker on lifestyle medicine. I want to have more corporate engagements, community presence, as well as conferences to advocate lifestyle beyond the clinic, that everyone can be empowered and take charge of their own health to create their own lifestyle. You might know the message already, but pointing them out, laying them in a structured way can really help you to take charge of your own health. So my mission is I'm going to help people to regain hope. You might be seeing me reducing medications. You might see me speaking more and more. And my mission is to make you feel empowered instead of being dependent. You will need to do your own research, but I will be there to help you dive into different rabbit holes. My invitation to you after listening to this episode is stay tuned to my Prescribing Lifestyle podcast. You can listen back to the previous 120 episodes. Find a word yourself to set an intention for your year, 2026, or simply find a new direction that you can keep working on. Find a habit to ground your growth, maybe a different mindset shift, maybe one support that you can find to help you keep growing and keep feeling grounded. So thank you very, very much for all my listeners for the past 1.5 years, 120 episodes of Prescribing Lifestyle podcast. Thank you to all my patients for coming into the Melbourne Low Carb Clinic for the last 3 and a bit years. And thank you for all my patients who have helped shape me for the last 20 years of general practice. I encourage you to subscribe to my newsletter, link on my website. You can share it with someone you care so they can be empowered to start this new 2026. Or you can reach out to me if you have special topics or guest suggestions for this Prescribing Lifestyle podcast. So for a whole new year of 2026, here's to a year of growth, which is rooted, intentional, and human. And I'm going to keep bringing to you more episodes of Prescribing Lifestyle Podcast. Thank you for staying tuned.